Alright guys, today we're going to talk about writing captions and how to write a caption that will provide context to the photo and really draw the reader into the photo in the spread. Make sure you have your caption sheet out and be prepared to answer any questions or take any notes. You can pause this presentation at any time if you need extra time to write stuff down. Alright, so an effective caption should answer the who, what, when, where, and why of every photo in the book. Again, when we're doing our book, the fun pages are a little different than that, but we still need to keep track of who is on those pages so that those people aren't overused in the book. An effective caption should also draw the readers into the spread and is always factual. Please make sure that you understand that a photo should never, ever be made up or a gag to be made to make fun of someone. If you wouldn't think that was funny to be written about you, do not write it. So here would be an ineffective caption. What's my line? Or smile for the camera. Or John films a scene. That is what we call stating the obvious. If you weren't there when the photograph was taken, these captions do nothing to tell you what really is occurring. And even if you were there in 10 or 20 years, you really will have no idea. This is not fair to you or any other reader of your yearbook. However, if you have this as your effective caption, you would understand. In this photo, you should be able to state the who. You should be able to state the what, the when, and why are they there. If where should be added, this I believe is on school campus. It might be cool if they're taking this photo, if they're filming this scene somewhere else, that it would be nice to know, where are they. So when you are writing a caption, in order to be able to write a good caption, you need photos with storytelling appeal. So hopefully something is going on in the photo. So these two pictures were taken at the same track meet. Which one do you think tells a more interesting story? Or which one has more storytelling appeal? Alright, so when you're writing a caption, they should have an impact lead of 1 or 2 words or a short phrase to begin the caption and establish its relationship with the photo. And also, we use those sometimes to drive home the drive home our theme, and also to kind of explain the headline and what's going on there. So, we always try and have those 1 or 2 sentence lead-ins, and they are bolded and italicized there. All right, when we are writing our lead-ins, they will be bolded and italicized. So in this photo here, hopefully this is the photo that you chose, of the one, which one has more storytelling appeal. Which of these possible lead-ins do you think works best? Why do you think it works best? Maybe think about that, talk to a neighbor about it. All right, your number 1 caption guideline should be that it completely and accurately identifies and describes the action and reaction of the photo without stating the obvious. Stating the obvious would be, I've said this before, maybe you have like a football picture of, the one of Carson Schwartz catching the football, and you would put Carson Schwartz catches the football. Well, or falls to the ground. Well, no kidding. I mean, that's obvious that that's what he's doing in that photo. But you need to kind of describe what was happening. He was catching a touchdown pass, who it was against, and then your quote that you got from him definitely captures the reaction. So in this photo here, the obvious is she is running over a photo or a hurdle. What's not obvious about that caption would be that what her name is, what the details of the specific races. Is it the 100-meter hurdles or the 75-meter hurdles, or was the other one the 320-meter hurdles or something? Where, what track meet, when did the meet take place, and or was it even during a meet? Maybe she was warming up, and who the opponent was. But this effective caption does, however, tell the story. All clear. That would be your lead-in. In her last meet as a middle school runner, 8th grader Nan Pearson clears the last hurdle in the 100 meters. She won the race against South Middle School on September 20th and finished the season undefeated in the event. Oops. So the second rule in a caption guideline is to use present tense active voice for the sentence that captures the action of the photo. Traditionally, this is going to be the first sentence. Because the camera freezes the action in the photo forever, the subject is actually frozen in motion. Therefore, you're going to always use present verbs. So right here, it says that warming up closer, Ryan Rhodes, senior catcher Mike Myers, works the bullpen in the home game against Universal High School on April 28th. So for this photo, I would like for you to create a 2 to 3 word lead-in. And you may write it in that space there. So after you have your your lead-in and then your first sentence written in present tense, any subsequent sentences after that will definitely explain the caption or the photograph further. So it helps to result in an effective caption. So in this slide here, you definitely understand why there's a net there and why this photo was so important, like what this led to. So warming up closer Ryan Rhodes, senior catcher Mark Myers works the bullpen in the home game against Universal High School on April 28th. Myers entered the game with Rhodes in the top of the 7th inning, and Rhodes earned a save with a 3-2 win. All right, so when you're writing a caption, the adding that third sentence quote to the first two sentences can add a human interest angle that increases readership. So here they've added I've waited all season for a chance to help my team win an important game, and this win put us into the playoffs, said Myers. So here's how catcher Mark Myers really helped his team earn the playoffs. So that's pretty cool. All right, also with those quotes, it increases credibility. All right, so for good captions, make sure that you always choose strong photographs. You research to learn the facts. Tell what happens before, during, and after the action in the photo. Include the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, why. Avoid writing the obvious. Remember, we've talked about that before. Avoid stating the obvious. So-and-so jumps over a hurdle. Use strong specific nouns and lively action verbs. You want to write to where people want to read it or want to keep reading. And it grabs your attention with verbal and visual lead-ins. They also avoid editorializing. Hey guys, what editorializing is when you state your opinion or inject your own words or view of something, which I believe, or also you want to avoid anything that says like, great job, Lady Wolves, great season, that having a 10 wins, great job, way to win. That is not how you are going to write a caption. You should not put that in a caption, nor should you put that in your copy. You should use a variety of sentence structures, make use of complete sentences, identify all the main participants with complete names, and use present tense for the sentence that captures the action of the photo, which is usually the first sentence there. And then use past tense for all subsequent sentences in the caption. An easy formula to help you always write your caption would be to begin with a lead-in. And again, it says to create a style, rules for consistency. Our lead-ins are always, it's caption style, but it's bold and italicized. And then our caption is just a regular. You're going to use present tense for the sentence that captures the action, and then past tense for all subsequent sentences. Also, a great photo includes a great caption includes a quote from the person in the photo. In your notes, that should say a great caption includes. Captions do not state the obvious, begin with names, overuse the same lead-in pattern, use pictured above, attempts to, appears to. Also, please don't ever state the year or that it's MTMS. Put words into the mouths of those who are not pictured. They don't use the obvious, like during a football game, during class. Don't overuse participles and like ing words. Don't use the passive verb to be. And absolutely never use gag or joke captions. Also, don't fill up the caption with a whole bunch of unnecessary words that just take extra space without adding value. Again, if you can't come up with something to write for the caption, then probably not a very good photograph to have a caption with, so choose a different photo. It helps if you attend the event or the function. And so that way you know about what you're writing. And you should always write the caption as soon as possible after the photograph was taken. It would be helpful to always make sure you have some sort of program. Luckily, we make those for our school, so we normally have those, but that way you know like what number people are, what part they were in the play or whatever. So you don't assume anything. You should always interview the people in the photo, and always check and recheck the spelling of people's names.